Hey, YouTubers, what is up? It's the Pepperman coming at you from the Garlic Grove. Today we're out here looking, see how things are going after I remove the first 2 rows. So let's take a look, see what we got going on. So all the tops of these are tipping out, little brown tips. I got a scape, left a few scapes. Scape ain't even opened yet, so I think I got a little bit more growing time, but the 2 rows I just dug up, they seemed a little more brown, and they were the first 2 rows that I planted, so almost makes sense that they're done first. But if we look at these, we're starting to get a little bit of crunchy, so a little more crunchy. Bottom 2 to 4 leaves are kind of dying off on all these, so I'd say we're ready to go. But check out this garlic. So I'm just digging up the 2 rows today. This is like a Great Northern White, that's what it's called. But these things are monsters. So this might be, so far, the best garlic I've grown. I pulled it out on time last year. I waited a little too long and they cracked a little bit on me. But I'd say that this is the smallest one of these 6 right here. But there's some monster garlic here. We'll take a stroll down through. I got 109 of these things I just pulled out. And actually I didn't pull them out, I dug them out, because you want to get a shovel underneath it and keep a good root system on that sucker. Dry them out a little bit, trim them up. But yeah, you don't want to rip the roots off them, leave them in the ground. You want to bring those with you. Trim them off later after they dry. So, but yeah, some big ones, some small ones. There's a couple itty bitties. You know what? It's good enough to eat. I'm not going to plant it, but you know, one like this, that'll probably go to the planting stock. When I dry them out, I divide them up and decide what, you know, the bigger cloves off of the bigger bulbs is what I like to grow. So, nice looking garlic. So anyways, I got 109 of these suckers. We'll go all the way down. Somewhere along the way, I ended up with a couple small ones. So right here's a little guy. I'm gonna let her go. And then over here, another little guy. Yeah, ain't gonna be much, but there's something under there. So but I'll let it go. I'm gonna let the rest of these rows go too. But now the cool thing is I'm getting over to the next 2 rows as I'm digging these up. And you know, kind of rule of thumb is if you got a fat stalk, you probably got a fat bulb. A fat stalk, fat bulb. You know, that one's got a fatter stalk, but like this one here, skinny stalk, small bulb. So anyways, I did a little experiment. I read up on all this and they tell me I should stop fertilizing these things in May. So I made a chicken manure tea, and I gave these guys some chicken manure tea a few weeks back. It was in June, early June. It might have been June 10th. But anyways, I'm going through as I'm digging these up, and I'm looking at the ones I'm going to probably dig up next weekend. And I'm looking at these stalks, and I'm like going, man, these stalks are like probably fatter on a regular. There's way more fat stalks in these 2 rows that I gave that chicken manure tea in June. So I think the garlic that I'm going to pull up next week out of these 2 rows are going to be a little bit bigger than what I got going on right now on some of these stalks. So anyways, I dug one up out of here and it came out good. It was a nice stalk. Anyways, so that's where we're at. It's the Pepperman. We're hanging out here in the Garlic Grove where, I mean, things are looking good, It's harvest time. Pepperman.